Alright, hope everybody's doing well. Lots to catch up on here, so let's get going here. First thing I did this morning or last night is I downloaded the Steam app and I played a game of Risk and I got massively creamed. I came in second place, which is no consolation when there's 3 players, so there is that one there. The next thing I did yesterday was go to the Goodwill bins and got a bunch of cool action figures, or statues, whatever you want to call them. They were these amazing heroes, My Hero Academia figurines here. Some of them are $20 or more online. They're all complete. They're all in the boxes. I got about 5 or 6 of them. This one I put together right here. This is very insanely cool. I wanted to show you that one there at least. I may get around to showing the other ones here because they're not all super handy. But here is yet another one right here. Here's at least a box for one of them. Just really crazy huge. This is the biggest one here, so this might be worth a lot more. I don't know. Most of them are made by Bandai. I did get one model kit here, but I'm not sure exactly where I put that. But I got 5 or 6 figurines. I had a video for those, but I somehow deleted that. The next thing I wanted to get to here is this thing here on COMC. If I can get to it here. This is Harry Safewright. Who is Harry Safewright? He played for the Richmond Braves at one point back in 1980 or so, and I picked that car up for eventual TTM here. I have not ridden to him before. He doesn't have a ton of cards, but he has some sort of distinction of getting into some small college Hall of Fame where he went to college in Florida, I believe. And the other thing is that when you look up Phantom Ball Player, he shows up as a phantom ball player. Now, what is a phantom ball player on Wikipedia? A phantom ball player is either a baseball player who is incorrectly listed in source materials as playing a Major League MLB game, often the result of typographical or clerical errors, or a player who spent time on an MLB active roster without ever appearing in an MLB contest during his career. So what happened to Mr. Safewright, if I type in Safewright here, Catcher Harry Safewright was a September call-up for the 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates, but failed to appear in a game. He was the on-deck batter 3 different occasions, but each time the batter ahead of him made the final out of the inning. Fellow call-up Gary Hargis narrowly missed phantom status by making a single MLB appearance and is listed as an honorable mention. So it goes on. So these are all kinds of people that basically did nothing even though they were supposedly on the team for a second or two. Very, very interesting. It goes through all the decades of the different people who were phantom baseball players. Very interesting article. I didn't know that until just this morning. So that was kind of cool. The next thing you want to do is get to this here is some of the mail here. And one of them was eBay purchase here, and this was some of my postcards from my Cheers project, but turns out I already had some, but these will be extras for the future. So these are Walker Hall, Salem, Oregon, and these are from 1990, oh shoot, I can't read the date here. I was hoping these are 1992. These are 1991. A lot of times the sellers have the date wrong on these, or the date is correct, but this is not correct. But I go by the corresponding date in the corner for the athlete. So if it says 1991 on the corner, I use that for the 1991, not athlete, but the actor that I send them off to. So there's 3 of those. I think this cost me $2 for that, and it's basically 20, 40, 60 cents worth of postcards there. So not a great deal, but that's the best you can do at the time. And then unfortunately, I found a better deal after that. So what can you do? I got this postcard in. Whoever it says Santa Ana, California there, that's not the cancel, that's a generic one there. This was a postcard I've had laying around for a super long time. Nobody ever canceled it. Nobody did anything with it. They just threw it back in the box and shoved it back in my face. And there's no cancellations on the back other than Santa Ana. So don't know what happened there, but just an old beat up postcard. I just covered up whatever was on there, worked really hard to use that postcard, and boom, it's trash. So I don't know what I'll be able to do with that one. I might be able to peel off Santa Ana there and then send that out to somebody else. We shall see, because it's not canceled one bit. So whatever post office was a bum right there. Then I got another one out of, if I can get the envelope here. I can't read this one here. Looks like Los Angeles, California. That's on the back there and on the front there as well, too. Los Angeles, California. I gave this a celebrity athlete bonus postcard, Columbia River Gorge. No autographs, no nothing on it. I guess he just used that to protect the card. He either didn't want it, didn't understand, or couldn't read my letter. But this is none other than Mr. Iconic Glasses here, Kurt Rambis. So finally I got a Kurt Rambis card, signed in blue, on the blue spot of the card, unfortunately. That's too bad. If he had signed in black, it would have shown up a little bit better, but it's really hard to see. I don't know. Anyway, he personalized it to me, no big deal there. So there is Kurt Rambis. I had to purchase that card, and unfortunately, I was having a hard time finding a card I liked. This was $1 on ComC, so normally I would have paid probably 5 cents for this card out of some sort of value box, but I don't have value boxes really greatly. I mean, I do have some to some degree at an LCS, but I just don't have the way of picking out the cards that I want, the cards that I need. One came back dirt quick, really ridiculously quick, so if you ever write to this person, it's very quickly. You're out of Kansas City, and this is one of my soccer MWSO request / successes, and I'm going to butcher this name here, but it is Loo Labonta. L-O'-E-A-U Labonta, Kansas City Current. Born, it's like March 18th, 1993 of Rancho Cucamonga, California. And there is that particular card on the KC Current. That's right, the Kansas City Current. Very off-centered card, Parkside. Terrible, but that's what I could get. This actually may have been a bonus card. I think this might have been the bonus ones that was gifted to me from the seller, so no problem there. So that was very cool to get that one in. I had a few other postcards, but I don't seem to see any right now. Have a ton of requests going out. And again, Harry Safewright is going to be going out next month because COMC will not ship until sometime early December or early September. But you can see all the other cards that I got. I got 65 cards from ComC. 65. Been another kind of, I want to say, a difficult day. It wasn't terrible, but you know, I got a message from the dentist saying that I need to spend some more money eventually if I so choose to. No one wants to spend $2,000 on a to redo something that was done a long time ago. Absolutely ridiculous. Never fun. Never fun there. And then, of course, you know, you go to the dentist and you get the little mini toothpaste and a toothbrush, and they didn't even do that for me. So that's not cool. And it's going to be 100 degrees or more today, and people were just working away on the road construction. I got stuck in road construction. It was at least 5 minutes that I was stuck there. At the very least 5 minutes. At the major four-way stop that we have here. There's so much work. They're repaving roads of all kinds. They're putting apartments or some sort of multi-family dwellings, you know, on the other side. They want to redo the whole road. That's one of the main access points into town, so if they rip that apart, then it's just going to be really just gridlock getting into town. It's going to be awful. Don't want to have that there. I wish I had the other statues here to show you, but I do not have that. Anything else? Participated in lots of live streams recently. That's what a lot of people are doing. I sent out an 8x10 request to another celebrity. I still have 2 more to go. I need stamps for every single one of those. I'm out of stamps again except for 2s and 3s and 4s, what have you. So I will be getting some in the future. I purchased a lot of postcards. And again, I purchased something ridiculous like 65 it was less than $50, and I picked out 65 cards. I hate the thing about ComC here is what they have, the price is wrong in the purchase price here, because it's telling me I spent only 7 cents on a card here. No, it was 45 cents. It was not, or well, actually it was 33 cents or whatever. But some of these were like not, this one says it's 20 cents, that was 45 cents. So I can't get a gist of how much I spent, you know, back in the day. You know, it told me the total price was $44, and it might have been. I think that was my total. Anyway, I don't like to tell people how much I spent, but I spent $49, and somebody would gasp. And well, what happens is if I had gone to, in fact, I got a recommendation to go to a store. Nothing against the recommendation, but CV Baseball Collector, whatever his name is, he said, by the way, he found Series 1 baseball cards at Family Dollar. And I said, I don't have a Family Dollar. But I had to cut my sentence in half because I did find a Family Dollar. Only to find out that the Family Dollar I went to has either closed or not been opened yet. It was a Family Dollar combination Dollar Tree type store. It may have been open at one time, but it was 100% closed. So I went to Rite Aid next door to looking for clothes, and I got accosted by some homeless person asking for money for some sort of orange drink. And there was, the whole sidewalk was taken up by homeless camp or something, and they had shirts and clothes and all lined up, all ready to be. I'm not sure what they were doing, or doing their laundry, or they were sorting out the clothes, divvying it. I really have absolutely no idea what was going on there. But it's a really janky part of town that you do not want to be in, because Payless used to be there. And they have these buildings with these long walls on it without any windows, and that's where the people like to camp out. It's really dreadful. There's nothing you can do about it. But I didn't realize how bad it was, and I didn't realize that the store was not even open. So that's crazy. That's crazy. But I did find cards at Rite Aid or whatever it was, the pharmacy next door, but they had Magic, Pokemon, and they had the repacked football Fairfields, which I did not want any of them. They did not have one single pack of baseball, which I probably would have bought it if I had been in there. I had told the young lady that I had no money, so it felt kind of weird buying cards there. So I just left there and came home, made that 20-minute trip all for nothing. When I say 20-minute trip, it was 20 minutes this way and 20 minutes back the other way. So that would have been 40 minutes. Getting to downtown sometimes take even longer. Actually, it was after a Goodwill trip, which was that quite successful Goodwill trip. If I did not find those figurines, I would have had a dreadful trip again. Every single trip is very, very stressful and very dreadful, because the employees are always watching everybody like a hawk, and they're trying to take your cart. And then when you're trying to do one thing and you're looking for your cart, everybody else is grabbing the cool merchandise. So it's really a bad place to shop anymore. It's very frustrating. Nobody seems to have your back anymore. They're all out for themselves. So a really ridiculous place anymore. I'm going to have to figure out some new place to shop if they're going to keep up with that kind of shenanigans there. And as I said, you know, people come up to me with crazy questions, ask me to do this and that sort of thing. You know, I have a friend that repairs radios, and everybody accosts him to fix the radios whether he can or not. It's just really kind of you know, there's certain people, if you mention what you do and they want you to fix this or sell this or buy this, there's just days you just want to be left alone. Because I'm not a reseller, I'm not looking for business for the Goodwill patrons or whatever. I'm just looking to buy stuff that I can use for my own personal stuff or my family's, what have you, and that's all I'm trying to do at this particular time. Yes, I'm also going to have a couple of laughs of some of the weird things that people donate. Why would anybody buy this? This is $7. Oh. And the crazy thing is, when I was moving into the house a long time ago, back in 2000 or whatever, I was looking at a dining table, and I wasn't quite moved in, but when I got moved into my house, I went to go buy the dining table, and somebody bought it for $175, and nearly identical thing was at the Goodwill bins with all the chairs for $30 total. I don't need that anymore, unfortunately, but that, man, I felt me so crusty that there was only $30 for that. But I mean, you can't get salty for something you don't need 20 years ago. So that's pretty much all I have here. Try to get everything done in this video here. I have a shuffle trades going on. If that's still going on, there's my shuffle trades. It just needs more stamps on it. Send a card, get a card. If you just look up shuffle trades, Ridgeway, Illinois, that's where it's headed out of. Zane Savage is the founder and CEO of Shuffle Trades. You basically send a autograph card you have no use for, and then you get another one. And sometimes, one time I was lucky enough to win the prize, and I think it was a Bob Feller card or something like that. Don't really remember exactly, but it was an autographed card. One time my regular card I think was a Bob. I'm not exactly sure, but I got good cards. Usually I'll get some sort of scrub, but you send a scrub, get a scrub. That's basically what you do. Send a high dollar card and get a scrub. That's what happens. So it's best just to send a card you don't need. It's monthly type thing, so look that up on YouTube, or I'm sorry, look that up on Google or what have you. And thank you for watching.